to refute an article entitled "Follow the Evidence" by Frank Sherwin. I'm putting this into the AiG project, although this is an article from the Institute for Creation Research. I hope we can expand the AiG project into including all creationist websites, not just the AiG, although the AiG would be our primary objective. Okay, basically what Frank Sherwin is saying is that he first starts out with an attack on Darwin in the first two paragraphs of this, saying that although Charles Darwin was a good naturalist, he was profoundly unscientific because he ignored the fossil record. What you have to see is that in Darwin's time, paleontology was a new science, and not much was known about the fossil record, and they certainly didn't have the amount of fossils that we do now. And for example, when Darwin found these armadillos, fossilized armadillos, he had basically no idea what they were. He thought they were modern day armadillos, and so did everyone else. So what you have to see is that paleontology was a budding scientific field in Darwin's day. So, and he had sufficient evidence for his theory, even without the fossil record. Next, he makes this claim that the missing links are still missing. Mr. Sherwin, Dr. Sherwin, I think it's Mr., is ignoring the fossil record when he's saying that Darwin is. For example, this is specifically from the Wikipedia website. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fish tree amphibian transitional fossils. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 amphibians to amniotes transitional fossils. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 synapsid to mammals fossils, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diapsid to bird fossils, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from land mammals to whales. Then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fossils in the evolution of the horse, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-human apes to modern human fossils. Now this is nowhere near a complete list, and this is Wikipedia. But Wikipedia, I think, and my thoughts on Wikipedia are that it's okay to use as a reference, but it's not the most credible thing in the world. But they do, like, for example, I did write something about the Crusades that I thought was factual, but it ends up it wasn't, and that got deleted. I was quite disappointed on that. But anyway, so I'll post a link to Talk Origins website, that their transitional fossil record page. I don't have that up right now. I'm not going to get it up. Okay, next he goes into how soft dinosaur tissue was unearthed from a Tyrannosaurus fossil, and he says that this points out how he says, quote, "It is obvious that organic tissue cannot maintain such pristine condition through enormous time spans," end quote. Okay, what he's ignoring is that these tissues were not soft originally. They had to rehydrate them in this immense process. So they weren't soft originally. They were, and additionally, it's not known if these soft tissues were from the Tyrannosaur itself. For example, they could have been added, or not added in, but it's not known if they were initially there. And also, the age of fossils is not determined on preservation and how well they were preserved, because there's a number of different ways you can preserve a fossil. And if something's going to be encased in a limestone matrix until it's discovered and it hasn't been eroded, but if something has been eroded, then it's going to be the eroded one's going to be less preserved than the non-eroded one. And the age of the bone is determined on the age of the rocks, not the preservation of it. And his argument is flawed because they've never discovered or recovered DNA from that. They've only recovered fragments of protein that wasn't full protein. In fact, it was very fragmented. Basically, that's all he has to say in this. He's not very qualified either. His qualifications are: Frank Sherwin is a zoologist and seminary speaker for the ICR. I think I'll be answering more of these ICR articles because they're fun to beat up. So that's all I've got today. See ya.